I'm David Cobb with David M. Cobb Photography. Welcome to Outside Explorer. Here we're at Elwha Falls in the Columbia River Gorge of Oregon, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about photography today. I love to explore nature. I love to be out in nature. The way I like to express myself out here is through photography. Columbia River Gorge is one of my favorite spots to photograph too. Lush waterfalls, wonderful greens, and it's a beautiful place to explore. The waterfalls are great on overcast days to photograph, so let me show you what it's about. Well, we're down here below the waterfalls, and what I really like to look for when I photograph waterfalls is something called the leading line. And that helps make your shot more three-dimensional, even though it's a two-dimensional shot. It gives an illusion of three dimensions. So for here, the leading line is this beautiful creek and that little cascade below the main waterfall. And that really sets it up and anchors your shot. It makes a much more beautiful photograph. A few things I look for to make my photos more interesting is the way the light is shining in. Sometimes, especially in the fall with fall color, I look for backlighting. What that is the light's coming in back of what I'm photographing. It gives kind of a contrast to the shot and also gives a nice soft glow to the leaves. In spring or in summer, the leaves are green, so the backlighting makes that green glow. But in fall, it's orange and red, and those orange and reds are just glowing beautifully. They'll reflect down into the water too, so I can pick up some of that. There's different light I look for. Sometimes it's bounced light. Here down in the canyon, the light is maybe high and not coming directly into the canyon, which is good, but I look for the light that's going to bounce off these canyon walls and reflect down in to make the trees glow a little bit more. It really helps with the moss here in Oregon. Do you see the water crashing on the rocks behind me? It's dramatic. I love to photograph waterfalls like this up close. Sometimes I add a person too. It gives a waterfall a sense of scale. Those are great ways to shoot the waterfalls. Also, you don't always have to have the whole waterfall in the shot. Sometimes just a piece of the waterfall can give you a sense of what it's about. I'm standing directly in front of a waterfall because the mist doesn't always come directly at me. It goes around the bowl, it goes around the basin of the waterfall a lot of times. So standing right in front of it, I miss all that mist that's going everywhere else. Doesn't always work, but it is a sweet spot right here. So if you want that beautiful silky effect to a waterfall, you really have to photograph it at 1/4 of a second or slower. So you will need a tripod to do that. But with a waterfall like this, if you want to show the power of it, you can shoot it at 1/500th of a second or faster, and that will show the stop motion and the power of a waterfall. In between, it starts to look a little pasty. So choose one or the other, and your shot will be a lot better. What I'm looking for here is, again, that leading line. So I've got the rocks below with the stream coming right into my lens, and then that beautiful fail above. I keep a little bit of head and a little bit of room on top of that waterfalls. I give it some space, and it's got wonderful green moss from side to side. That's the shot I want to take today. So with waterfall photography, if there's a lot of rock or stone nearby, put in a little color, add a splash of green, add some flowers that might be in the foreground, something like that to help soften all that rock around. It really makes for a better shot. And with waterfall photography, form would be your leading line. is a compositional element, again, that makes a two-dimensional image more three-dimensional. So it takes the viewer into the scene and creates interest that way. So the next time you're out shooting, remember, light, color, form, and add a person if you want to. That'll give you expression. Those four elements will help your photography. I hope you enjoyed the photography tour today of the Columbia River Gorge waterfalls. You can check out more of my photos, and also you can sign up for a workshop at David M. Cobb Photography. My name is David M. Cobb. Stay tuned for more Outside Explorer.